with Hollywood Junket, and we have a very special guest on today's show. You might recognize his face from the voice. We have Huntley, guys.
Hey, what's up? Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming on. How have you been? How are you?
Um, uh, Life's been a little surreal lately, but it's been so amazing. I appreciate you guys meeting me right now. My time's been a little thin, so I'm actually at a local pizza joint right now. So I appreciate you guys making time for me.
Thank you for squeezing us in. Thank you so much. It kind of goes with your character. I instantly, when I saw you for the first time, I fell in love with just your personality
Oh,
and
thank you.
everything you said just seems so genuine. Like you were literally yourself all the way through. So I think that that's one of your biggest assets and why you're one of the favorites.
Thank you so much.
Have you gotten that feedback based on like just people that have seen you on the streets and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think that people keep on bringing up the word humble, and I laugh about it because, like, I just think that I just try to stay myself, and it's pretty hard not to stay humble because, like, one minute I'm on the voice stage, and then the next minute, I'm changing a diaper like off set. So it's been insane, and the amount of support not only from my hometown but like from the country and like around the world is insane. Like my wildest dreams, I would have never thought something like this would happen to me.
I feel like you're one of the most deserving people. Like
So
I
much.
feel like everybody fell in love with the fact that you got so emotional in a lot of these little bits. Like you were very humble at the beginning, all the way through the end, down to the knockout. Which, by the way, during your knockout rounds, you were the only knockout that everybody went through.
Oh, that was awesome.
How do you feel about that? What was going through your head when all that happened?
Well, like I said before, like being on the show, you really, it's you think that when you would go, you wouldn't make close friends, and I just so
Mhm.
happened, to become close friends with everybody that was on the show because it was so many great personalities, and so it wasn't hard for me to become really good friends with the only two Virginians that were on the show, and I just thought it was crazy, and I thought that when we went out there I was so just, in the moment, between, Claudia killing it on the piano and singing and just being flawless to Noah just really hitting the heartstrings of America. It was like, I was just hoping that, Huntley would shine through. And I would just, like I said, like we were all ourselves up there. So then when Niall made his choice and it was me, even though I was happy, it was definitely surreal. And I didn't know, what was going to happen to them because I knew there was still a steal and a save. So when I heard Claudia's name, I just couldn't help but scream. I was like, "Let's go!" And then when Reba stole Noah, it was just the greatest feeling that we all made it through. Because, I mean, that could have went to any of us, and we all knew it, and we just wanted to make a moment for TV, and it was cool that Virginia came and represented. That was awesome.
In a big way. Like, let's go, Virginia. That's
Hey,
crazy.
Virginia's for lovers.
Okay, okay. Shout out Virginia. And now you spoke on Team Nile, and there were clips, obviously, that you guys are such a tight knit group. You guys are basically family. So, other than Claudia and like, have you made any other connections within Team Nile? Any other connections that you've kept all the way, even outside of the show?
You talking about friends wise?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I mean Lennon is one of my best friends. It was sad to see him go, and it definitely hit a heartstring of everybody, not only on Team Now but the whole competition. But yeah, I would say, you know, uh, Team Now was pretty close. I mean, when you spend that much time, get preparing for these things, it's hard not to get close with your team. But I'm just hoping that I can do good this Monday and stay there so I can make more connections because it's just been a ball. Everybody's just been awesome. It's I didn't think coming to this experience that there was going to be so many amazing personalities. It's awesome.
Oh, and you can see it very much so, like through the screen. So we saw that Dan and Shay mentioned that you could have an inspiration amongst like a young generation. So aside from yourself, has Stella mentioned anybody that she looks up to? Like I guess music wise, is there anybody that she's kind of eyeing at the moment?
I would say I don't know. My daughter is she's a firecracker. She skateboards half pipes. She likes to go on adventures. She's definitely like a tomboy type of girl, and I think she's just so into her world. She likes to make up her own songs, just like my son,
Oh,
and like they're kind of just like they're adventurous kids. So I don't know if she really looks up to anybody. But I would say that she just has that same kind of spirit that I do, that I think that she just is following her own path. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah.
And how can she not when she has somebody like you? Like I feel like you're one of those like role models that she definitely has to look up to because you've just kind of done it all right before her eyes.
I am like far from a perfect parent. I lose my patience just like, everybody else, which I think everybody in my audition videos saw, just like how hectic it can be to be a parent. And, but like, I love my kids, and I just want to teach them that they can follow their dreams. And, I try to teach them to be consistent, and that if they just are consistent, with what they do, and just, you know, follow their dreams, especially with this. That's what I was worried about. It wasn't, I just want, because my daughter's at the age where, you know, I didn't know what was going to happen. So for her to see that you can follow your dreams is a very special moment for my family.
Aw, that's beautiful. I love that. And speaking of little Stella, the world knows that she's a huge Niall fan. So fans want to know, and I'm speaking mostly like Stella's fans, want to know, has she gotten an opportunity to see Niall after the show, or has she gotten a chance to
Um, uh,
interact?
they have not had any opportunity to see each other so far, but I know that I've sent him pictures of her saying hi, and he's always saying hi to. Anytime we message each other in email, he's always checking on the kids.
Aw,
Yeah, he's Niall. Niall's a really good guy. He's super genuine. I mean, I think that he would definitely. I know 100% that he would be way more hands-on, like talking with us, because as much as he already does, and he's on tour, and he's doing TV shows and
yeah.
doing talk shows. I mean, you got to give the guy some credit. I mean, not only is he a genuine person, but he's doing all that with doing all this stuff. You got to respect the guy. It's like, holy smokes.
And wouldn't be able to tell that he does all that because every single episode he just comes like 100% refreshed, like ready to go. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't look tired.
Yeah, I think that's where our energies like meet each other, because Niall, he just turned 30 and I'm 33, and it's funny because he even said, like, he's like, you're one of the oldest people on my team, but you have like the younger spirit of everybody, and I just think that we kind of attract to each other with that, and I think that's why I can't, I hope that I can make it to the finale or something like that, so we can do a song together, because I just think that we've had an opportunity so far, even with all that he's done, to build such a cool friendship that I don't know. I mean, he's in Japan one day, then he's in,
It's
God knows where,
insane.
and he's killing it right now. So I just respect him as much as he already has reached out.
That's crazy. Yeah, the hustle. The hustle's real for him. And speaking of, you mentioned you might want to, do something with him later on, like sing or something. Are you going to take Winona Judd up on her offer on possibly singing together in the near future? Because she did bring that out.
Yeah, she did say she wanted to sing a song, which Winona Judd is iconic. I would love any time of day. I definitely did not know she told me to call her like that. That was awesome. That was so sweet. Me and
That
my
was
family were hysterical laughing. That was great. And I just think that our personalities match. And I don't know. I was definitely starstruck when I saw her, and
awesome.
it's hard for me not to be myself. And I'm just glad that I didn't act like a fanboy.
Yeah, that
To
must be
her or
crazy.
Dan and Shay. To her or Dan and Shay.
Yeah, you guys had like the triple duo there, like everything going on all at once. Like I don't know how you held it together. That's a lot of icons in one room.
Yeah, but I just think that it was just a lot of good energy, and when you have people in a room with like really positive energy and everything's just flowing, I just think that you can work really well together. And it was just kind of, we got to know each other in the short time that we were there, and it was cool. That I got to stay, I got to work with them. And they're such kind souls, so
You,
kind.
yeah, you guys look like you mesh really well together, like your energies and everything.
Yeah, they
And
were so sweet.
I was gonna ask, like, what's something that probably like, obviously you were a fan before, but is there anything that surprised you about them when you were actually able to meet them in person and interact with them?
You know, um, I just think that I'm just surprised how much respect, not only from like the coaches, but like from these like mega mentors, because
Hmm.
like walking into this industry, I've not really had the best experiences, in the industry, and the fact that they're just so open and welcoming to people who are just trying to get their foot in the door is just really relieving. It's like it's a fresher breath of air. And I wouldn't say I was surprised, but it was definitely like relieving to know that these are just real people. And I mean, that's how I want to be. Like if I ever make it in this industry, like I just want to stay who I am. Like I can't I don't want to waver ever from that. You know, I'm still Huntley, the dad first and the musician second. And, you know, that'll always be a part of who I am. No matter like if I'm on a radio show after I drop my kids off at school, or if, you know, I'm singing on the big stage and wiping a diaper right after.
What a combo.
or if I'm doing a talk show with like a giant piece of pizza, you know, like
Hey,
it's
you're
like
so that's so relatable though. I feel like that's why people are are drawn to you because you're so relatable. Like it's, that's cool. That's super cool.
so much. I appreciate that. Seriously. I just want to bring that to my music too.
Oh, and I feel like you just, I forgot who said it, but somebody said that they definitely hear you basically singing from your soul. And I 100% got that because I don't know, it's hard to explain, but
Yeah, that's what
it
Niall
feels,
said. That really touched me when he said that.
because yeah, I think it's because you definitely bring all that into your music. So you are already doing it.
Thank you.
Um, Of course. I had a question because your voice fits so well with country and with rock. Like it's a perfect blend with, you're so versatile in that way. And you chose a rock song for the knockout. So I was curious to like the reactions that you possibly might have gotten from Reba or Winona for picking like rock. Was there any feedback from that?
Well, I think that with the show and the songs that I performed on there, I think that it's just shown that I'm very dynamic in the rock world. And I
Hmm.
mean, the root of country and rock and roll is blues and soul. And I just
Hmm.
think that no matter what I do, I'm going to sing it like Huntley. I don't care if it's, if I do, John Bon Jovi 1 second, or if I do Bob Marley the next, or if I do John Mayer, or if I do Joe Cocker. Like, I'm not going to try to be them. I'm just going to try. I respect like what they do, and I'm just going to put my heart into it. And, being a full-time performer, doing that forever, I always loved taking covers and making it my own. And, being able to have like the best band in the world playing behind me, it's like to be able to actually do the song pretty close to the original, but put my own vocal spin on it. It's
Hmm.
been amazing. It's been so much fun. It's like a video game. I love it.
You can tell you guys are having so much fun up there. It's super cool. Now,
Thank you
before
so
I
much.
let you, of course, before I let you go, I have my last and final important question to ask you. I saw somewhere along the line that you are actually going to be performing with Bret Michaels from Poison.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm performing with. Yeah, that's so. Yeah, he invited me to play with him this Saturday at the Ion Arena, and yeah,
wow.
it's gonna be an amazing night. Yeah, it starts at 7. I'm so pumped. Yeah, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna play a couple songs with him.
Congratulations. That's
Yeah.
huge. So, like, could you tell us how that even came about? Like, how did that come to be?
Yeah, so his bass player actually lives in my hometown of Fredericksburg, Virginia, and basically he's been showing my music for the last few years, and
Mhm.
he actually did a video on me, and where I told him that I didn't think I was going to be discovered, and that I'm gonna have to do it on my own. I'm gonna have to like bite my teeth and record everything like I did my song Holding On.
Mhm.
And a week later I got the call from The Voice. So it's kind of cool how our careers are like aligned with each other. But he's a really awesome guy, and basically he saw Norman Voss share that, and he basically hit him up, and Pete Evick and Norman Voss sent me a message, and they said, hey, he wants you to play with him at Ion Arena, and he said you better come, bring as many family and friends as you want, and jam out on stage in an arena. So it's kind of like a rock and roller's dream, It's pretty insane.
That is crazy. Wow. Look at you, like a few years ago to now. Like, wow, that's
I mean, to a
insane.
few weeks ago, not even just years. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
That's
Sorry.
awesome. No, no, well, you deserve every bit of it. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's a huge milestone. And now, like, I know you can't give too much away about, playoffs and stuff, but can you give us a little snippet of like what we can expect maybe from you?
From this next performance,
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys are gonna see maybe a little bit more commercial side of me,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys are gonna see a different hairdo.
Oh, nice. Okay.
See, that's a little juice I can give, right? Hey,
Yes, that's huge. That's gonna make headlines. That's
yeah.
awesome. Okay.
There's still gonna be some braids in there, but it's gonna be different. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
We'll definitely tune in for
I had to get a
that.
little bit weirder with the hair.
I love it. You got to experiment. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Huntley. Thank you so much for giving us some of your time. I really
Oh,
appreciate it. And
no, thank you.
congratulations.
Sorry it was at a pizza place, but hey, if you're ever in Fredericksburg, definitely check out Benny's Pizza. They're the best in town, baby.
Nice plugs. Love it.
Hey,
Well, thank
I
you
mean, it
so
is. I'm
much.
about to eat my last slice right now.
I'll enjoy it. I really
Hey,
appreciate your time and congratulations with everything.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course. Thank you. Good?
I felt like I was one of those.
Yeah, like holding it, like smiling and cheesing. I don't, yeah.